Fossil fuels are non-renewable resources that formed when prehistoric plants and animals died and were gradually buried under by layers of rock. They include oil, coal, and natural gas. Today, fossil fuel industries drill or mine for these energy sources and either burn or refine them. The U.S. Energy Department says over the past 20 years, nearly 75% of human-caused emissions came from the burning of fossil fuels. Now, a group of people in Augusta today say money from the Maine Public Employees Retirement System is going towards the fossil fuel industry. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. That system uses a portion of money from Maine public employees' paychecks to go towards their retirement. But people rallying today say they are not happy with where else some of that money is going. News Center Maine's Caroline LaCour explains.
Activists say they've been met with dismissive action from leaders at the Maine Public Employees Retirement System as they meet outside of their doors in Augusta Thursday to apply pressure for change.
Extremely frustrated.
That's the consensus some retired state employees are feeling. People like Linda Woods, who spent years teaching and now relies on the MainePERS for income.
MainePERS is our pension fund, and they do all their investing for us. We don't have any say in what they put our money into. I feel like I'm accepting dirty money.
That's why she's here, rallying against MainePERS investment choices, which activists say are tied to the fossil fuel industry and are asking for change.
It's one of those problems that requires changes kind of at all levels of society, and this is one of those changes that has to happen.
Joined by MainePERS beneficiaries like herself, members of Divest Maine and other public employees, this isn't the first time they've been outside these doors.
We gave them 5 years, and it's now year 3, and they have made no forward motion on it.
In a divestment memorandum released this month, leaders at MainePERS outlined their willingness to shift investments to reduce portfolio emissions, but also say its current passive approach is the best fit. But these folks say MainePERS can do better.
Fossil fuels equal poor returns.
This is Scott Buddy, an investment analyst by trade. He says he's willing to sit down with leaders at MainePERS to show other options for investments.
MainePERS has lots of options for getting competitive returns and, nicely controlled risk without investing in fossil fuels.
And still they refuse.
Activists also say MainePERS is not following a state law signed in 2021 that requires the state to separate its investments from the fossil fuel industry.
If we allow LD99 to collect dust in a filing cabinet, the fossil fuel industry will have won.
Being one of those faces testifying in favor of LD99 as it moved through the Maine State House, Woods says she's frustrated she still needs to advocate for divestment years later.
This climate change is real, and they're not doing anything to curb that by continuing to fund big oil.
Yeah. We reached out to leaders at MainePERS for comment on Thursday's rally, but did not hear back. In Augusta, Caroline LaCour, News Center Maine.